up, Rainy Bull? What's up, Tanya McNeil? What's up, Spoken Word? I hope you all are having a great 2024. I just wanted to come on my break and see what was going on. Let me tell y'all something. I really don't have nothing. I am just really chilling. I have just been getting things together, working, and that's it. So I just wanted to check in to see what was going on, and I hope you all are doing extremely well. I haven't checked on the Cat Williams situation or anything like that. I have been actually looking at the news with the Trump situation, and now they're finding out that a lot of people invested some money into Trump, and we should be concerned. So I'm wondering if the Republicans are going to push that narrative, because at this particular point, they're trying to impeach Biden because of this Bo Biden thing, and they don't even have information. It's crazy out there. So just wanted to mention that. Um, can I say something? Let me say something to y'all real quickly. What's up? It's Bro Jay, is it snowing there? No, it's not snowing here. The It's 66 degrees here. Jay Wilson, Troy Allen coming for the gays in the sector. Really, Melanie. See, again, I haven't paid any attention, so I don't know. But why is he coming after the gays in the sector? There were a few things that I peeped from him that I'm like, mm-mm. Let me say this: don't use gay people as a means to denigrate or make yourself look good. And I see that happening a lot, unfortunately, even with other gay people. But I feel sometimes that people do that, and that's my big issue. But you get accused of playing the gay card when you call it out. And again, it goes to show that people really will tell you how they feel. But that's my experience. I can't speak for anyone else. That's my experience. I don't speak for anyone else. And so, yeah, but what actually happened? Yeah, I don't. So, Beefy 31 tried to essentially make it sound like gay people are less than. Well, that's what people try to do. You're less than a man because you are in a relationship with the man. So they don't validate, which I don't need, but they don't validate relationships. It's crazy how people think. But like I said, I haven't really looked. I haven't really seen. But it doesn't come as a surprise to me because this is what people do. So it really doesn't come as a major surprise to me. I'm just being real. It doesn't come as a surprise to me. You see things and it doesn't come as a surprise. So that's all I'll say. Okay, y'all, hold on for a minute. So what was going on? Let me say this about The Color Purple. The Color Purple was written by Alice Walker. Alice Walker is a lesbian woman. Hold on for a minute, you all. Alice Walker is a lesbian woman. And everybody looks at things from different perspectives. And that was her story. So in that situation, men, especially black men, were not given a good look. And I believe that a lot of this stuff has happened, but there are good men, just like they're bad men, and it is what it is. A lot of people were really criticizing the lesbian interaction between Celie and Suge Avery. And somebody said, I can't understand how you all were so appalled by the lesbian relationship, but not appalled by how these men were beating these women and using them and all of that. And y'all not appalled by that. And I thought that was an interesting thing as well. We should be appalled by all of it, not the lesbian love, but we should be appalled by that the situation warranted that. And I think people pick and choose. Well, Tracy, what else is going on? Like I said, y'all, people argue for different reasons, but you know, um, I think that people have to do what's right for them. And if you're not gay, you shouldn't be worried about what people do in their relationships or who they love or who they sleep with. Just make sure you're okay. And there are a lot of gay people who are doing things. I mean, they just don't have to come out and say it, but I just think that it's a individual thing. They're good and bad for all individuals, but don't try to exert yourself over another group. Now, I said this, but the dude said I was trying to play the gay card. And I'm like, no, I'm not playing the gay card, but I'm hearing what you're saying. And it doesn't strike me really well because you're trying to use people's expressions as a put down. And I thought that was problematic. And that wasn't playing the gay card, it was just problematic. So again, now I guess people are speaking out about it. Trish got dragged bloody. Oh my. Well, I heard a lot of things that are going on, and like I said, y'all, I wish these people the best of luck and hope and whatever this 2024. You know, I think the beef sector is a good sector. I think that it has gone someplace where I'm not comfortable being in it, but I don't denigrate it because I've learned quite a few things from the sector and people in general. And yeah, but you get to a point in a time where you get tired of it. You get tired of it, and it's like you know, I can argue, we can go back and forth, but you get tired of it. And I'm gonna tell you, the biggest thing is it's the weakness of some of the content creators. And I think that's the biggest thing. You can't beef and gag and roast and gag anymore without someone really trying to adversely affect your life. And I just think that that's tragic, but it is what it is. I'm still on YouTube, but I just think that yeah, I just think that it's not the beef sector of old, and things change, and either you conform and get with it, or you just don't. And I don't know if I'm ready to deal with what people are giving out now. And that's just the God honest truth. That's it. So yeah. Well, what's up, Ness? But is that all that they talking about? Is that it? Is that it? Beefing 313, and people are having words with beefing 313, and okay. Is that it? That's all? Tracy, why did Trish get dragged? Why did Trish get dragged? So you said Trish got dragged. Paulette, a joke, get dragged. Well, why did she get dragged for? I mean, is there any specific thing that she got dragged for? What's up, Ness? Ness, I'm not going anywhere. I just don't engage in certain things anymore, Ness. So I haven't gone anywhere. I'm doing a lot of other things. But yeah. great. But look, you all, I'm good. I'm good. Some things, you just get tired of. I'm really good. So, other than that, you all, what else has been going on? It's a lot that I heard has been happening. So, but is that it, you all? Anything really exciting going on? Now, again, you all, I covered a great deal the Donald Trump papers. We haven't really gotten heads or tails of the list. I think I told people just because folk are on the list, that don't mean that they've done something. But the court document that I read, which was by Johanna, that was very telling. Of course, Cat Williams' situation was really deep. No messy blogs. I just, you make a decision in life. You make some decisions. And again, you make some decisions in life. Nobody don't got time to be going through all of this stuff with folk or explaining XYZ. And really, it's really funny because people always used to say, well, you always asking people they stuff, but I don't have to disclose, and I know. And again, people will never be satisfied. The goalposts will always move. But I come in and I will say what I need to say. But I guess the people enjoy what they have been getting, and no one has really told me anything major what's going on except the Troy situation. And then somebody said that Trish got dragged, and that's it. So that's all the beef sector is given. And I mean, like I said, I don't denigrate it at all, but is that it? That's all that is given. You know, and the thing is, hold on for a minute, you all. I'm getting in lanes and stuff. My goodness, my goodness. Somebody said there is absolutely nothing wrong choosing the higher ground. Sometimes you have to. You all, it's easy to roast and gag. It's easy to play the dozens with the people. It's easy to do that. Um, it'll get you some clicks and views. But at some point in time, it's almost been 6 years. It's 2024. It's time to do something a little different. And I don't have a problem with talking about what is being out there or but it's a lot of other pressing issues out there. And yeah, yeah, I'm just listening to you all, and I really don't hear anything like major. Just people having some squabbles, people saying things, and that's it. Far as the beefing 313 is concerned, you know, it's easy to get in and dart out, because that's the easy way to do it. I don't have accountability or anything or any loyalty to the beef sector, so I say what I want. And I think I said this earlier concerning him, and then again, I think he tried to say I was playing the gay card, and I'm like, there is no gay card. I just heard what you said. That's my feelings on it. I felt that you use this to attack, and you think it's funny. It may not be funny because, again, you know, yeah, it's not fun when it comes back to you. But hey, everybody is different. Let me see what else y'all saying. Somebody said cult data. Okay, I don't know who this is, so I'm getting ready to block you because you're not making sense. Yeah, you're not really making sense. Let me put you in timeout, and then if you come back again, we'll go ahead and kick you out. So, y'all, what else has been going on, y'all? Of course, you all know in the news that they had another situation with a young adult bringing a weapon into a school, and that's sad. I hope people start moving on this gun control thing. I'm tired of people's thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers are not bringing these kids back, and thoughts and prayers are not stopping these people from doing this kind of stuff. So let's make an effort to get some gun legislation, some reasonable and sensible gun legislation, so we can do what we need to do. Hold on for a minute, you all. All right. Did Steve talk back on Cat? Let me say this with Cat Williams situation, and I think this Cat Williams situation is extremely interesting, you all. And let me tell you how the Cat Williams interest is interesting. I think Ricky Smiley really handled it well. I said that already. I think he really handled the situation with Cat well. Faison, but I don't know. Like Tiffany Haddish said something, and the people clap back on Tiffany saying you're not funny by your response is good reason why you shouldn't tangle with Cat. And I just think that you move on and do your thing, because it is, how do you respond to Cat Williams? How do you do this? What is the motive? Why did he even get on and say what he said? Maybe because he is angry. Maybe because people got on Shannon's show and start talking. See, the real winners in this situation is Shannon. The real winner, rather, is Shannon, because people are tuning into his show. He's making a name for himself by people coming and airing out their stuff and grievances on his show. So Shannon is the real winner. Cat is getting the attention that he needs because he's on tour. I think Ricky Smiley did a good job to diffuse the situation and move on. And let me say, if I was the rest of these people, I wouldn't say anything at all. I would just keep on going about my business, because you can't fight with somebody when they're not going to fight back with you. And I think that it cuts it. I think it makes it this is what Cat said, moving on to the next thing. I think that if Steve Harvey and these people really focus in on Cat, then I think Cat is going to win. But I mean, he's already did what he needed to do on Shannon Sharp's show. He said what he said. It got the internet overflowing and everybody was looking, and it was great. But now I just think that it's like, okay, what next? Because if Cat continues, then he's going to look like the person who has issues. So I think it is a win-win, but it could be a catch-22. If you keep on poking the bear and folk ain't bothering you, then people gonna start to say, well, Cat, what's really going on? And the Ricky Smiley was really smart in what he did. Ricky said, look, I don't have time to fight with you. I thought we were good. I'm at a point in my life right now where I done lost somebody that is near to and dear to me. And the last thing I want to do is be fighting with folk. Look, I wish you well. And I think he really took the high road by really promoting Cat shows to say, hey, really, I don't have a problem with you, Cat. And I think, like I said, people can say what they want about Ricky Smiley. People say, well, what Cat said about Ricky was the truth. Whether it was the truth or not, it was how Ricky handled it that makes Ricky look like an A1 person. And Ricky did not deny that Cat is a excellent comedian. He didn't take nothing from Cat. He didn't throw no shade. He just said what he said. Ricky explained what happened on the show and how he got the Santa part. He said he got it, but they called him and they said, hey, we're going to go with Cat. And that's what happened. And that's what Ricky said. It was no bravado with the answer. It's exactly what he said, and he moved on. And I think that because he did that, he looked like the bigger person. And how do you come back from that? How do you attack a person who is really wishing you all the best and saying, hey, I didn't know we even had a beef. But look, if I did do anything to offend you, hey, I'm sorry. But at this particular point, I'm dealing with grief. I'm dealing with depression right now. And I really don't have the time or the energy to fight you. Yeah, I think it would be smart for Steve not to do that. I think engaging with Cat is giving him exactly what he wants. I think how how Ricky did it was good. I don't know. Ricky is that type of person who just could do that, I guess. I saw Kevin Hart's response, and it was, okay. It was like, okay, I ain't gonna even respond to it. I'm just gonna type it out. Tiffany, like I said, Tiffany got backlash. Now, it didn't work out for Tiffany quite well. It didn't work out for her quite well. So, yeah. But Shannon is winning right now because everybody's going to look at his stuff, and Shannon knew what he was doing. But I like how he played it off like, ooh, Shannon knew what Cat was gonna give. He knew exactly what Cat was gonna give, but he played that role like, ooh, I didn't know this, or ooh, this is deep. Cat, you going in deep, like he ain't had nothing to do with it. So I thought that was very interesting. So y'all, what else is going on? I think it was an accident. So we stopped. I'm stuck on this daggone freeway because I think it's an accident that just happened. So somebody said Shannon is the new Barbara Walters. I guess. I guess. Well, he did wear a hair weave. He did wear a man unit. So he did wear a man unit, you all. Well, y'all, what are y'all? Let me tell you something. I'm in day 4 of 2024, and I'm telling you, I'm just enjoying life, you all, and you got to take it one day at a time, and that's all you can do. Learning to take on new challenges and not be stifled and stuck. And so yeah, 2024 holds some promises. I do ask that people look at what's going on. It's really funny, you all. They were talking about the borders here in Texas, and you had all of these uh, Republican elected official come out to the borders. But what the people are saying is that, like in towns like Laredo and the border towns, Mexico keeps those people afloat. People will come across the border to buy goods. And so people are realizing that now, and it's two sides to every story. They trying to act like these sanctuary cities and stuff, aren't taking these people in, but folk don't realize that these people are getting shipped to New York and stuff without giving the uh, mayors warnings that these people are coming. And you got to give people notice. And I just think it's so disingenuous of these people like Governor Abbott and Ron DeSantis sending these people from Texas to Chicago to New York and not letting these people know, hey, these people are coming. And you're using these people as tools. And I think that's very sad that you're using these people as tools to score political points. And what really bothers me is that we know that Trump hired a lot of these uh, illegal immigrants to do work at Mar-a-Lago and a lot of his resorts, and really paid them low. And so I think is again disingenuous because that's what people are doing. And you're trying to make people believe that these people are taking American jobs, and that American people are not going to work for those wages and do those types of jobs anymore. But on the sneak tip, you're trying to walk a thin line because that businesses rely on cheap labor. And once you take away the cheap labor, then you're hurting businesses because they're not willing to pay these wages. And most American people are not willing to do those jobs. And I think that when you start looking into the things when it comes to immigration, you got to follow the money. And the money always lies with the corporations. People wouldn't come here if there weren't any jobs here, or these low wage jobs wouldn't hire them. So those are my thoughts on that. So I see a lot of that going on. So I've been paying attention to that. It seems like the job growth is happening under Biden. I think Biden does not do a really good job, or his team or the Democratic Party does not do a good job in saying, hey, this is what we got going on here. This is what we have happening. We're doing really well with this. I think that they get wrapped up in these issues such as immigration. And again, immigration is big, but it's more about, hey, who's making these jobs happen, and we're not hearing about that. They're now trying to get Biden with the Israel and Palestinian conflict. I truly believe that you should support the Palestinians in humanitarian efforts and focus on Hamas, but could put pressure on Israel because, again, these people are in the occupied territories. They're in occupation, and I think that's a big thing. And I think that it is no different than apartheid in South Africa. How these people are pretty much in this kind of tight land locked area with people living on top of people. And I'm not saying Hamas is right. I think what they did was just terrible with those people. But again, when you cage people up, they're going to justify even that. And I think it's terrible, but we're seeing this happen. So, New Eric King, what do you mean something must be brewing? What do you mean something must be brewing? Please share. Please share something must be brewing. No, you decide what you're gonna do for the new year, and yeah, you gotta make some choices, and I choose not to argue back and forth with people. I choose to just, you know, listen, and if I decide to engage, I will. If not, and then when I engage, I don't know if I'm going to even engage in the way I used to engage because people look for that. Uh, well, I heard there's some drama going on, but people will make drama. If it ain't none going on, some will be made up. So you know how that is. I mean, people was telling me about the Troy Allen, the Beef and 313 thing, and I'm like, okay, but let me say this: if you are a person who's same gender loving, love who you love and live your life, and let these people say what they gotta say and do what they gotta do. It's no bearing on me. I tell you what, you less than a man or all of this stuff, and I just really find it funny that people are so attracted to this sector with these gay men and these women and the messiness of it, but they love it. And it seems like they can't get enough of it, and they are always over here. And, you know, it's either because you like gay men, are you struggling with your own sexuality, or you are doing a tank situation where, you know what, I see this as, even though I don't care for these gay people, I'm gonna come over here and make a coin though, because this is the way I see I make coins, because I can't make coins nowhere else. But if I can insult or be in the stuff, then I will make it. And by no means am I calling somebody gay. I'm just giving you the scenarios of why people would probably be over here. I mean, there are some people who are heterosexual who really enjoy being over here because it is exciting, it is fun, and they like it. But then there are some other people who just see nothing but money. Other people who hate the situation that they're in, and so it makes them feel better. I guess I don't know. There are many reasons why people are over here, but I just think it's interesting. My question is, why? How is Ness being messy? Uh, I done heard that Ness is being messy. Somebody said that what's her name, Pizarro is doing a whole lot. But like I said, I haven't really been in the loop with this. But how these people being messy? How they being messy? Well, you know what? It's we are all humans, and that's the whole thing. I'm a part of the human race. We're all humans. We all come from either Adam or Eve, or however you want to put it, or Lucy, who was found in Africa. We all had to come from a source. So, yeah. What's up, Fly Uchi? Fly Uchi, why you feel that people leaving the beef sector? Now, I caught a little bit of what you were saying. I didn't get to see, but I thought your perspective, from what I heard, was really interesting. Snoop didn't provoke what woman? Oh Lord, what's going on with Snoop now? Oh Lord, what's going on with Snoop? What is going on with Snoop? Jesus, what's going on with Snoop? What's going on, y'all? See, what y'all talking about? Why Snoop was gone somewhere else? Now Snoop in? Come on, man. Ness is bullying. Oh, okay. Well, how so? I heard, now this is what I heard. I heard a lot of pages have been snatched down because they said that they snatching people's pages down. I don't know how true that is, but I heard. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Heidi. But yeah, I heard that they snatching pages down. Now, I heard people get up in the morning and their page ain't there. And I'm gonna tell you what now, ooh, Storm Monroe is hotter than fish grease. Now I'm gonna say that. Now I don't know if Bishop T took his page down, or people who associated with it, or the church people done took his page down. But they said Flame Monroe, is that no Storm Monroe? Lord Jesus, I don't call the man. They said Storm Monroe was hotter than fish grease, and he went in after the bishop. Y'all, Lord Jesus, because that money. Well, New Era King, I don't know what. Let me say this about this YouTube sector: people, they like and they don't like, and that's it. I don't care what you do. Do well, you can venues. These people are gonna like you if they like you, and that's how it is. We don't the situation. We look at it through the lens of I don't like that person, or I don't da 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 da, and that's how we look at it through those lenses. And nobody, and that's the bottom line. Now, Kimmy out there teaching people how, I don't know, but I don't think that Kimmy has to teach anybody how. I think people already know how to do that. I don't think people got to teach nobody anything. I think they already know how to do it. But let me say this: you dragging TD Jakes, but TD Jakes is still living and he's still doing his thing. And this is the thing that I don't get: where is this TD Jakes story is gone? Has TD Jakes been charged? Has TD Jakes been sent to jail? Is there a court case or starting out with TD Jakes? See, that's my thing. People are all of this on and like I said, I'm not a fan of TD Jakes, but these people really go very hard to ruining folks' reputations and to take people down. And I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with TD Jakes. All these people reporting on TD Jakes like, ooh, TD Jakes, your ministry is ending. TD Jakes, you done did this and this and this and this. And I don't see that. Now, are they still going to turn it? How is the weather now with TD Jakes? Is Larry Reed still TD Jakes? Is Manasseh still talking about TD Jakes? Look, you don't even hear about Diddy no more. You don't even hear about Diddy no more. So is where's all this going? Now with the Diddy thing, he had to pay dearly for whatever that lady was going to send him to court battle. What's going on? Well, I'm waiting for the evidence. Christian Keys, what's going on? See, this is what bothers me in all of these sectors. What bothers me, folk done said all of this stuff about these people, and not one court case, not one picture has surfaced. I ain't seen none of this stuff. But yet, if someone took your page down, you get all huffy about it. You don't know if TD page down or not. Hold on. Hold on. Now, y'all, it's 24-3 rather. Put this up because I don't up on. So don't be talking about me changing. I'm going to get my 2024 up soon. But for right now, I got to put my 2023 banner up. New Era King.
How you doing, Mr.
How
Wilson?
you?
I know you're not about to
I'm
play
doing
in
all
my
right.
face,
Okay.
though.
Hold on for a minute. Let me check. I just wanted to make sure that was you. Go ahead. What's going on? What are you feeling? What you thinking about?
Now, we talking about homeless people. We talking about degenerates. We talking about people that don't take care of their children. And although they mock that y'all group of quote unquote sissies and punks and degenerate old decrepit people, they mock and idolize everything y'all do. Do you think these
Well, let
people
me
have?
say that.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you think these people got a iota of capability of doing some of the things that take technical insight, which y'all are privy to?
That's a good question. And I don't compare myself to anybody because at the end of the day, I'm a man. Regardless of who I love, I'm a man. But I look at it and I just shake my head. I don't know if they have some insecurity within themselves, but I've seen a lot, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't attack men who are heterosexual because if I'm going to attack you, it's because of something that you've done, but nothing because of your sexuality. Sleep with now, I do get with a lot of these heterosexual men talking about gay men treat women, but we've seen time and time again how these women have just been used, had sex with, thrown away, and then these men talk about them like a dog. I've seen that. And I think that does more damage to a woman than any gay men going at it. Because again, when we going at it because it's something that really happened, but there's something wrong when you are taking these women, especially these established women, to kind of make them look less. Seen a lot of that.
Exhibit B. They call themselves the troll beef sector now. They're reeking and screaming out that they're bastards of your they're your offspring. It's not the Mode 3
Wow.
sector no more. It's the troll beef sector. So y'all have a big influence in that.
Wow. I just, I don't get it, but I'm not trying to. Let me say this: I will be crossing sectors, but not to fight people. It's too. collaborate and to extend, but really not to fight. I think you limit yourself, and I think these people, people who don't have anything to lose, will cause you to lose everything. And I've seen that over and over again. You know, I look at myself. People claim that I don't have this, this, and the third, but then they figure out, oh, you do have this, and let me help you lose it. And I think that's really interesting. And that's why I side with King Roman. You know, who does that kind of stuff? Who would do that? And I say, why would people do that? But I don't have to lie. That's really interesting, but I think people try to do things because they know you may have what you say, and if I can take that away, then I can ruin you. And I, you know, and I think that's a big thing. I think that's what people like to do, and
Mm.
it's sick because I'm not ever trying to take anybody's food out of their mouth or take any coins out of people's pockets. I think that's really, really something else. And this is the thing: black people, especially knowing what black people have to go through, and you know, to do things, and then you know, yeah, I look at it a little differently, and I listen to a lot of the people who are supportive of me. Don't get it wrong. I'm not here on an island, but you know, you listen and it's like, yeah, it's really not worth it. And you keep on moving on. But I really don't get into the deep, dark, ugly stuff of what people are dealing with now.
Okay. Last thing. What is your mantra? You about your what?
I'm about my what?
What do you say? What's your mantra? You about your what?
I'm about my coin. I'm about my
Thank
business.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in the sector we going with, your little bastard sector, there are countless people that say that same thing. They just don't say it like how you said it because you've been saying it forever. Now they saying, uh, what is it? Royalties over loyalty. Uh, I'm about my paper and all this, but you've been saying that. Like, when will y'all acknowledge the fact that they basically is a copy paste of what y'all do? That's all I'm trying to convey.
Well, like I said, royalty over loyalty. No, I'm about my coin now. But again, there are no friends on YouTube, you know, and I mean that. And like we're seeing now in this comic business and these other businesses, it ain't no loyalty. And you know, if people feel like, you know, you're gonna take them down, they're gonna try to take everybody down. So I am a little different. I'm gonna make my coin in a way that's not going to cause anybody any damage and harm. But some of these people don't feel that way, so I'm a little different because I'm not gonna get out there and fight somebody in the street for a coin, or try to take somebody's page down for a coin. I'm like Ricky Smiley when he responded to Cat Williams. It's money around here for everybody. And again, like Ricky Smiley said, I got things going on in my life, and I really don't have the energy to be doing all of this. I wish you well, and whatever you want to do, you know, and that's how I really feel. And like I said, that's why I guess I felt that with what Ricky said, because even though Cat may have been telling the truth, and I'm not saying that he did or did not, it was Ricky's response and how he responded to it, and I thought it was the best and the most appropriate response, and that's how I feel about it.
Mm. So I said all that to say this. Y'all be responsible because heavy is the head that wear the crown. And although y'all get mocked and everything, y'all are also being idolized and mimicked. So if you
So,
coming in 2004 doing good, I'm pretty sure it's gonna change the rest of the sectors.
okay, so New Era King. So where are you coming from? I like I said, I've seen you around off and on, but I've never known you to click a link, or at least my link. So yeah. So have you been in the beef sector all this time, or have you always been here? Or I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
No, I'm always everywhere. You know, wherever there's ladies, you'll find New Era King.
Okay, all right. That sounds like okay. I ain't gonna say that because I'm not trying to label you. So see, I ain't gonna even label you because I'm not gonna do what a lot of other people do. But at least you're honest. So that's New Era King. Oh Lord, Lady Dimples is here. Hi,
Oh,
Lady Dimples. What you got going now, Lady Dimples? You got some mess stirred up today,
Lady Dimples
Lord.
got a crush on me.
Lady Dimples got a crush on you. How so?
I don't know. I'm ugly.
Well, how does she have a crush on you, but you ugly?
I don't know. I was trying to get a hold of whatchamacallit until I found out she was married. Uh, what's her name? The light skinned one that looked like Sheena Marie Hutchison, but she don't even be on here no more.
Oh, you talking about Shelly? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh well, yeah, she is married.
yeah. So I don't pay her no mind no more.
So why are you trying to get with these people? What do you think is gonna happen?
Oh, nah, we just having fun. I just like
Oh,
watching the board, and I like how they like try to demean and minimalize y'all existence and make a mockery of y'all, but at the same time they mock everything y'all do. So it's
yeah.
just like they don't want to give y'all just do. They trying to assassinate y'all,
Yeah,
and
well, you can't minimize me. I just can't because you can only do that if somebody allows you to do that, and you don't allow people to do that. And when
amen.
you know who you are, and if you have self actualization, and you know who you are, I don't care how many times people challenge that. It doesn't bother you any, and I'm still unbothered. I just think that in 2024, it's time to move. It's time to do something different, and I'm still going to be on YouTube because I think it's an excellent way to make a coin. But there are a lot of other ways to make coins, and how these people are doing it, like you said, I don't necessarily agree with it. But I don't try to control people's panels and what they do, but some ways of how people do these things now, I don't. And so that's my thoughts. But Lady Dimples says she does. Oh, Lady Dimples, you do have a crush on him? Is that what you're saying, Lady Dimples? I think Lady Dimple said yes. Jay Wilson, he's with ZX. Oh, okay. So you with ZX? So what that's supposed to mean?
We have been saying fraternity.
Huh? Oh, y'all in the
We in
same
the same.
fraternity?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now you know I got questions. You say you and ZX are in the same fraternity. When you say fraternity, what do you mean by fraternity?
Brotherhood.
Okay, what do you mean? Are you an alpha? Are you a sigma? Are you a
Oh
kappa?
no, Prince Hall.
Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to know because I know that person ain't never been to college. So I was like, what fraternity you talk? I mean, I ain't being shady, but I know that person ain't never been to college. So I'm asking which fraternity because there are a lot of fraternities. So a
Right.
lot of brotherhood. So I just wanted to make sure that I was on the right page. But I got you.
You ain't no good.
No,
What?
I mean, no, but am I telling the truth? But no, you said fraternity, and the first thing that comes to my mind is
Right.
college fraternity. So I wanted to make sure I was clear, and I asked the question, well, what fraternity? And then you said, Prince Hall, and I'm like, oh yes, okay, that's about right. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because if you would have said I was a Sigma, then that would have really, 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 really brought out some questions of how so. So I ain't being shady. I'm just making sure that I'm hearing right. That's all.
Nah, myself, I tried. I attempted to be a Q, but it didn't work out. I went to the
You
military.
trying to be a who?
A Q.
Okay. So what drew? Now I got a question. What drew you to those particular groups?
Um, the history,
Okay.
the accomplishments of the forefathers and mothers that were entwined into the fraternity and organizations. I know that in order to build up people, you can't do it all alone.
Okay. My question to you is now, and this is just a question.
Hmm.
And like I said, no, no. anything but a question. There are some really religious people, some people of faith, who are absolutely opposed to any form of secret societies, and they think that it is, not ingenuous. They think it's disingenuous. So, what are
Mm.
your thoughts on that?
I think they just
I think they
misinformed.
just miss. You think they what? Oh, hold on for a minute. I don't know why this man wants to be going almost 100 miles per hour on this expressway. So now you said you think they're misinformed.
Yes,
Yes. How so?
because everything
Because everything.
come out the Bible. Uh,
Well, some people would say, well, no, I've seen some people use some stuff from the Bible, but it's not necessarily biblical because it goes anti. A lot of people are saying that how can you, be with XYZ and do all of these things, but yet be, you know, biblical. And I just asked that question because it's a big debate now in a lot of churches about people not only in Masonic groups, but also in Greek society as well. So I was just trying to get your take from that.
oh yeah, it's just I mean, a lot of people start touching faith, uh, moral lessons, for endurance, perseverance, creating intestinal fortitude. A lot of the cardinal virtues that are within the Bible.
So
People,
now I got a question for you. Do you
yeah,
think that that kind of stuff causes groupthink and suppresses individuality more than anything?
uh, no, and yes. That's a good question. I think as far as the individual, they have a basis or a confidence in the person standing next to them. It applies trust. Like if you've been through something with someone, similar circumstance, you kind of understand. And whatever you didn't get, you can always get that person's, because everybody has their individual perception and understanding of the things they went through. So you may get another outlook on the same experience. It helps
Okay.
promote tolerance.
Okay. So you said it help promotes tolerance. So how many gay Prince Hall Masons or anybody that's openly gay and are they accepted into your organization?
Um, Openly gay, as far
Yeah.
as I don't know of that. I'm pretty sure there are some members. I
Well,
mean,
why do you think that they won't say, "Hey, I'm gay"? Because again, you said that people are tolerant and they're open and so on and so forth, and it's about brotherhood. And I know that you seem very at least if anything, ally of
mhm.
the community. So why do you think that's so?
Some of the ways and some of the things have to catch up with today's time. You got to understand this organization was built in like the 1500s. So, but as far as I know, there's some brothers that I would question, but at the same time, it's not my business what they do in their bedroom. And like I said, it's okay. It's fine. It's
Yeah, I just find it interesting because the Prince Hall Masons were established because they weren't getting that due from white Masons.
correct.
They were like, "Hey, these people are not tolerant of us. They're not belonging. We're not accepted." And so, of course, bam, Prince Hall Masons. But I just think it's really interesting that people would not even, and like, not to say to make it an issue, but it shouldn't be an issue if you knew that somebody was gay, and if they said it, I mean, no big issue. But yeah, you're right. I think things may have to catch up, but
Mhm.
I just think that, yeah.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
like the military, don't ask, don't tell. But at the same time, I'm not going to deny a brother because of what he finds attractive or
But
not.
let me say this though. Let me say
Mhm.
this. I'm glad you bring that up. The military at one point was not "don't ask, don't tell." It was like it's whoever want to come in, and it
Mhm.
only got that way when a certain person actually was elected back into office. But the military did extremely well,
Mhm.
and so because when you tell people "don't ask, don't tell," then I think that needs to be around the board. And I think that's where I have a problem with. I don't need you to be in my business, but on the other end, I don't need you to be talking about what you did with XYZ last night. Because I think it gets selected with the don't ask, don't tell, especially when people want to talk about their exploits with men or exploits with women who are, heterosexual. So I think it should apply both ways. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I agree.
I agree. Okay.
It gotta be open,
Okay. Be
but you already know that man. You seem like a sensible human. I'm gonna let y'all go. I gotta
All
get
right.
back
Well, I
home.
appreciate you coming up and thank you for answering those questions. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all take
All right,
care.
y'all take care. Yeah, I see Brother St. James in the room, and it's good to see you, Brother St. James. St. James, I was just asking my audience is did that information or those court cases or that police report with Bishop T.D. Jakes come up? Has those pictures of him in compromising situations have that surfaced yet? What is Larry Reed doing? Is he still pushing that? What's going on? Because it seems like that's dying down with this Diddy thing too. I'm not hearing a lot. What is your thoughts, St. James? I'm not hearing a lot. And I'm only saying this for a reason, you all, because I think people really took this ball and ran with it a little too quickly before doing some serious questions. And now I don't hear all of this hoopla. People's pages are being struck. And like I'm going to say again, I would not put it past TD Jakes to put out a lawsuit. Now, this is what the deal is. Either TD Jakes got so much mess on y'all and y'all got mess on each other that if y'all take each other to court, that it will look like them Epstein pages and them lists, and y'all don't want to be embarrassed. Um, because again, you all said some really, really serious things about this man. Let me see what St. James said. He said, I guess they're over there talking to attorney for lawsuits. We shall see. St. James, I really feel like they're gonna have to really defend themselves because I believe that TD Jakes is gonna take them to court. And if he don't take them to court, they're gonna have to settle something because you know all I heard was about the victims deserve something. The victims deserve something, and people don't get victimized to get paid, and that bothered me because my thing is okay. The money is one thing, but making sure that no one else suffers through this trauma is a whole nother thing. And that's the biggest thing, to make sure nobody else suffers through this. I didn't hear that. I heard everything except that. And so that's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts on that. And it's really quiet, but I think people, I don't know. I don't know. And people say they got all this evidence and we haven't seen the half of it yet. But my thing is usually when people really got the goods, they don't wait. They put it out. Or they'll sell it or try to ship it and sell it. And so if you got all of this evidence, I hope it supports and stands up in a court of law. Because I really think that people gonna get sued. I'll be surprised if they didn't, but I think people are getting ready to get a lawsuit. I don't know why, but I feel that. And if it doesn't happen, I'll be very surprised. And if they don't do it, I'm wondering if everybody got so much mess on each other that they too afraid to take it to court. St. James, it's about the money. It's about the money. And St. James, is it me not? St. James, help me out. Help me out. Because the Bible says be at peace with all men. At least try. St. James, it's a content creator that has blocked me from my opinions. And I don't know if because my opinions didn't match up to theirs or what, but I don't know St. James. And it seems like people got a vindictive spirit. You know, it seems like people got a vindictive spirit. And I found myself being blocked, you know, because they gave some commentary and I added a little something to the commentary, asking the questions that I'm asking now. And baby, I got blocked. I don't know if I got blocked or timed out, but I'm like, is that what we doing in the body now? Is that what we doing in the body of Christ now? We just blocking folk out for having a difference of opinion? That seems like a lot of groupthink to me. That seems like, you know, yeah. Because baby, I got tammed out, St. James, and I was hurt. I'm like, oh my goodness. What's that man name? The Thais report. I'm like, did I do anything to Thais? I'm like, all I did was give an opinion. I ain't say Thais was bad. I ain't say Thais was good. I just gave a little opinion, and baby, I was blocked. Maybe cause I can't. Let me say this. Let me not blame him. It could have been an overzealous moderator. That's what it could have been. It could have been an overzealous moderator. Let me stop starting mess. It could have been an overzealous moderator, and they said you're saying too much, and we gonna block you. That's what it could have been, St. James. What's up? That's what it could have been. So let me go. I'm gonna keep it at that. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna keep it at that. It could have been that. Yes. You said the mods be thinking it's their channel. I think sometimes they do because I'm like, you know, censor speech unless it was derogatory. Now I will say, now he did admonish me. He did rebuke me because I think I put Jay Battle and Bloomer's name in it, and and I'm like, okay, but you know, but I was talking about a situation that happened because they were talking about the TD Jakes thing, and what bothered me with the TD Jakes thing so much was they were trying to use pictures with TD Jakes in there and Eddie Long. TD Jakes ain't had no tight clothes on and making no muscles, and then they were trying to act like TD Jakes had people that came out to speak against him, and that wasn't the case. And I'm like, and then they're trying to talk about, ooh, that speech that he gave was the same as Eddie Long. No, it wasn't. I don't know. People was reaching to me. That's all. People was really reaching to me on that. But everybody is different. Everybody is different, y'all. Well, look, I don't know, like I said, what's going on in the beef sector. I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention. It seems like what's going on is the same old, same old. I do not know why people want to come after gay men. It's their choice, but I think people say a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna say, don't use gay men as your roasting gag, because that tells me that you think that there's something wrong. Don't say that you support the group and all of this stuff, but then you say these things to downplay. You know, well, he's a little zesty. What is that supposed to mean? Is it something wrong with being zesty? People like zesty stuff. Zesty food is good, but what you trying to say? You know, people throw in little stuff like that, and it was almost. Let me tell you who did that again. Shannon Sharp did that with Cat Williams. Now, Shannon Sharp, you ain't slick, but you kept on asking about that man marital status, and Shannon Sharp, I thought that was not good. You know, because again, you was up there hanging out with your stylist, and y'all was texting like y'all was at a you was up there texting like y'all was at a overnight party, and and Cat caught that. Cat really caught that. He didn't really go in and let have, but Cat caught that. And what Cat did, and see, Cat said the same thing to Wanda. I'm not gay. But is there anything wrong with that? And why are you trying to come for this community by trying to um insult me by using this community? What are you really trying to say? What's up, Keisha? So I think that Cat called it out. He called it out with Shannon and he called it out with Wanda. He sure did. What's up, Uncle Claude? So, y'all, I guess I have to watch some of this stuff, but I'm getting ready to head back. My break is over. But look, I want to thank St. James. St. James, hit me up. St. James, I ain't hearing from you. Hit me up, St. James. Uncle Claude, it's good seeing you. Y'all, it's good being on here. And y'all have a great fifth day of the new year. And I might see you all tonight. It depends on how I'm feeling. It depends if, I got things to do. Let me see what Keisha said. Keisha said, did you watch DeSantis and Haley CNN town hall? I didn't. And you know what? I heard it's pathetic because all they doing is fighting to be second. Donald Trump is going to win that nomination. But it seems like people are taking him off the ballot, and that's going to be big. And I'm going to tell you what, Supreme Court, people are watching you all because that I'm back. We are not overrun with migrants. We are overrun with homeless people. I don't see a lot of migrants because they usually go somewhere and they work. And first of all, these migrant folk finding jobs. These migrant people finding jobs. But I see people who homeless. And I'm not saying that the homeless people can't find jobs. I believe a lot of homeless people are they need mental health. They're not mentally healthy. And so they can't keep a job. You can't keep a job when you don't have permanent housing, stable and secure housing. You can't keep a job when two people is in your ear talking to you. And a lot of this stuff is mental. And a lot of these people who are homeless have served our country. I'm just saying. But it seems like these migrant people find a job. Okay, and that's another thing. How are these people finding jobs? Yeah? Who giving them these social security cards? Now, let me tell you what's going on. These people paying these folk under the table. They paying them under the table. Or they getting these, don't get me started. But it seems like these migrant people finding jobs. I'm just saying. So look, y'all, have a good one. I will talk to y'all later. Peace and love.